Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Minnie here. If you're new, please make sure to like and subscribe and don't forget to turn on the bell notification. I want to sit down and talk to you guys. I personally love making these kind of videos just to sit and catch up and talk about things that actually matter. I'm not really the kind of person to have small talk very often. I am just a deep and emotional person naturally by nature. So a little while ago I typed this out on my Instagram and I posted it on my story, and when I posted it I was pretty serious about talking to you guys about YouTube, not just what it's like to be a YouTuber, but actually sharing my personal experience. So for this video there is one part that's extremely personal and a little bit sensitive for me to talk about, but I know that I have to talk to you guys about it. So I wouldn't say it's a secret, but it's definitely a challenge and something that I used to struggle with and sometimes still struggle with. So I will be making a part 2 of this video, and I really want to ask you guys to please watch part 1 before you watch part 2, but please watch part 2 because part 2 is very, very important, especially for all of my Indonesian subscribers. So with that being said, let's jump right into the topic of today's parts of this video. What it's really like to be a YouTuber. Firstly, I will give some personal insights into my career and my journey. Secondly, I will give some advice to those who are considering it. But for the most part, I will educate people on the challenges that comes with this career. Personal insights to my career and journey. As soon as YouTube actually became my career and as soon as people actually started watching my videos, the only thing that I could constantly think about was the next video that I need to create. It just felt like it's the only thing that I actually wanted to do, and I went into this overdrive of creating content. I would wake up and the first thing on my mind would be to create a next video. What am I going to create? How am I going to create it? What am I going to wear in the video so that I don't look the same in all of my videos? Who am I going to ask to join me for this video? Because sometimes I needed my friends to help me out with certain things. Even sometimes my family members would help me, specifically my mom. There's a lot of content that I've created with my mom right next to me and you guys don't even know it. When my channel blew up overnight and people actually started to watch my videos, I was like, whoa, like this is crazy, you know? Suddenly all doubt that I had in myself, it just completely disappeared. And I wouldn't say that I doubted myself before really, but everything just became more clear and I just had less doubt, if that makes sense. I just really felt the pressure of creating content, and this is a kind of pressure that every content creator experiences. As soon as your account starts to grow and you start to get more subscribers, it's absolutely normal to start feeling pressure because you have to feel a certain amount of pressure to actually produce and to actually create. Since YouTube changed their algorithm to focus more on views instead of subscribers, it has become a very big challenge for YouTubers to actually make a success out of this, but it's not impossible. For me personally, I know that I have over 100,000 subscribers. As you guys can see, I have it at the top over there is my silver play button reward, which I am so unbelievably grateful for. But I have a challenge about this. I had a specific realistic expectation. I felt like it was realistic to get on my videos, like the views, the comments. But then after a while I realized that I'm just such a baby YouTuber that I'm still learning these things, and that those expectations that I had were actually not very realistic at all. It's not that I intentionally wanted to put unrealistic expectations on myself and my YouTube, but it's more the fact that I was still learning and I was still growing, and even up until today I am still learning and I am still growing. So what am I saying? Basically, the fact that I blew up overnight created a very quick, I'm thrown into the deep end and I just have to create kind of momentum for me. I was instantly thrown into a different season of my life. I still see my overnight growth as a huge blessing, regardless of the challenges that I have now. So with that in mind, I just want to share my personal challenges as well. Yes, it might have been pressure, but I really did enjoy the rush and the excitement that I was feeling. But at the same time, I did have to learn how to actually slow down even when everything is going great. It's really, really important to slow down no matter how great things are going, because it's when you feel so much excitement and so much rush that you're like on a roll. You keep going, you keep going, you keep going, and it's good. Like, that's the time that you as a content creator can grow so much, and you can show so much of yourself. But just be careful not to burn yourself out in the process of that. Another YouTuber also said that people think that the feeling that they feel when they watch a video is the same feeling that they're gonna feel when creating a video. This is not at all true. It is completely opposite. Watching a video versus creating a video. What a video makes you feel like is not what it's like to be a creator of a video. I'm going to repeat that. What a video feels like when you watch it is not at all what it feels like to be the creator of a video. So this is where unrealistic expectations come in for people who just watch a channel. Try and every now and then to put yourself into the creator's shoes instead of just watching the video as it is. Yes, the goal is to just watch it and enjoy it, but if you ever want to challenge yourself a little bit and want to understand the mind of a creator, then watch a YouTube video and think about some of the possible behind the scenes that they had to go through, some of the possible mental challenges or struggles that they're facing in that moment. Example, if you're watching a vlog where someone is walking outside, like I have done many times in my videos before, think about the social anxiety that might come with it. As soon as you start viewing, or at least trying your best to view the challenges or the reality of a content creator through the video that they created, you will be able to create your own content in a realistic way. As a viewer, you are technically not supposed to view it from a realistic point of view. If you create cooking videos, your style of filming it and the music that you add over all creates a specific mood that you want to give to your viewer, right? So it's not really your job as a YouTuber to get them to know exactly what you felt like in that moment. If you were stressed out, or your camera wasn't working, or the lighting was bad, or those are the kind of things that YouTubers hide. Those are the kind of things that you're not supposed to see. One example is a lot of YouTubers do the morning scene in a vlog where they just wake up, they open the curtain. I just want to say that I had really just woken up then. I woke up, I quickly put my camera on my tripod, like with my eyes half closed, exactly as I'm doing now, because I didn't want to fake it, but I was already awake. So I still had to put an effort to make it look real, you know what I mean? So those are the kind of realistic expectations and realistic views that I'm talking about. She opens up the curtains, looking very aesthetic, looking very cute in her pajamas, and then suddenly, okay, cool, it's done. She's actually just doing that for you to feel like you're watching something spectacular. And that is exactly what a creator is supposed to do. That is exactly what makes you a good content creator, is putting in the effort. So if you can view videos from that point of view, you will be able to create amazing content because you will understand the effort behind it. If you're not successful yet on your channel, don't worry, just continue to do what you love. If you do love creating content, if it's your passion, nothing will stop you and nothing should. Advice for those considering it: get out of your comfort zone. Afraid of looking stupid? Do it anyway. Fear of failure? Great, you're human. You are going to fail, and I'm so sorry if that is not the answer that you wanted to hear, but you are human. You are going to fail, and that is exactly what makes you a good content creator. If you get back up and you keep going, keep showing up, keep creating content, keep doing what you enjoy. There's gonna be days where you're literally not going to enjoy what you're doing. Those bad days should be nothing compared to the passion that you have towards creating content. So of course there are some exceptions to not being a content creator anymore, and I still feel like, for me personally, I never know what the future holds. I know that I want to be a content creator for the rest of my life. However, I know that I serve a limitless God, so I'm not going to limit him to what he can still do in my future. But I always pray to be a content creator forever and ever. Take care of your mental health. very important. When the one video that you created and thought it's gonna get so many views, it's gonna do so good, and then it just doesn't. Your mental health is definitely going to struggle a little bit underneath that, because it's completely normal. What are you going to do? How are you going to deal with it? You need to find your coping mechanism, and you need to find a healthy way to be okay with that. Yes, it is disappointment, but sometimes we need to face disappointment in order to grow and in order to learn. For me, I personally always submit my videos into God's hands, every single one, before I upload, so that when I do face disappointment, that I don't feel it as much, or that I don't even feel it at all. I'm not the kind of person to care about fame, but I am the kind of person to care about my success, and being a YouTuber means that the numbers matter. There are very toxic minded people out there, and people who will always bash on you or think negatively towards you just because you're a content creator, just because you're successful, because they don't want to see your success, they don't want to see your hard work, they just want to view you from their point of view. And that's okay, you know, like, you will always get them. So if you do consider becoming a YouTuber, just remember that the most important goal should be that you do what you are the most passionate about. If you're not passionate about filming videos, if you're not passionate about sitting and editing behind a computer for hours and hours, don't do it. Like, just don't do it. Write down your goals. Oh, I want to create a video at a restaurant by Saturday in February. Then write that down. See what works for you and start experimenting around, and you will see yourself slowly but surely reaching those goals. Keep watching other content creators who inspire you. You guys, this is so crucial. You cannot create content all the time without getting inspiration. Yes, you can still be creative and you can still inspire yourself, but it's so important and crucial as a content creator to have a community of content creators behind you. I would say that it's pretty essential for every YouTuber to have a person who really understands the creator mind and the creator life, so that they can share in that with you. It's as good as having a group of friends who share the same interests. Try your best to plan your videos, even if you're not really a structural kind of person. I personally am extremely spontaneous. God really helped me to plan. Honestly, it was just by his grace and by his strength, because there were days where I just didn't have any strength or any energy, and I had to plan my things out. Because I'm so creative, I just make decisions on the whim. If you messaged me at 11 p.m. saying that you just feel like driving for 5 hours, I would probably be keen and say yes, unless I have priorities the next day. But you guys get what I'm saying. Sometimes you need to learn as a creator and as a very highly creative person. Still plan your videos, still do some scheduling. I got this diary over here specifically because I want to challenge myself to write down my goals more and to write down my planning. It's hard to plan it, because when the day finally comes that I have to film a video, sometimes I feel like I don't want to. I'm like, ugh, I'm lazy, I'm actually tired. This is where discipline comes in, and last year my word for the year was discipline, so I could grow in that department of being a content creator a lot. I learned how to be disciplined, and this year my word is joy. So I just quickly want to throw that very casually into this video. My word is joy, so I'm really focusing on being happy, because I really do not want to give the enemy any authority over my life and my career, and also not over my peace and my joy. So that's very important to me this year. Thank you for watching part 1. I will see you guys in part 2. All the best. God bless. Mwah.